I start my demonstration from the EOSC Explorer, and I will search for COVID-19 lockdown. And I will select other research products to search for research objects. I will select one of the research objects related to the impact of COVID-19 lockdown on air quality over Europe. And when I click on this, I can see there is a description of this research object. Then I can access the research object in WoHub, which is a free service. I will authenticate. I can use my DGI checking to show you. I can log in with my ORCID identifier. Okay, so now I'm logged in. I can see that this research object has as a main resource a Jupyter notebook. It has a lot of metadata information here and the quality. What we are interested in is to look and browse different resources. It has some input data, outputs, and tools. Let's start with the input data and, for instance, try to view the data in the ADAM platform. And you can see this is nicely integrated. I don't have to authenticate again. And I will see. This is the 1st of March as described in this research object here, and this is nitrogen dioxide. But as a user, I can browse different dates. So for instance, this is the 19th of August 2019, and I can even change the year to go, for instance, in April 15. So I can also zoom, and for instance, I could explore different areas or focus on a specific area of interest. So this is for the integration with the ADAM platform as a NEO service. Let's now look at the Jupyter notebook. So this is here a Jupyter notebook. And when I click on this Jupyter notebook, I can see the resource and the metadata. You can see it has an MIT license, so I will be able to reuse it. And more importantly, I can either go to the resource, so to the content of the Jupyter notebook, or I can open this resource in the EGI notebook. Take a few seconds to open it in the EGI, but it is automatic. The server is starting. First thing I will do is to rerun the Jupyter notebook to show you the reproducibility. Okay, so it's loading the content, and now I can restart and run all. It will take a few minutes. So this is an example of a plot we get for the nitrogen dioxide, and this is here the maximum values at the surface. What I want to do now is to derive some new work from this Jupyter notebook. So I will go back to WoHub and I will fork this research object to create some derivative work. And here I'm the one doing it, but anyone can do it because this is fully public. So I will go here and I will fork it. And I will write this is a fork to show you this is a new one. And all the resources that were already available in the previous research object will also be available of this research object, including all the authors and collaborators. Yeah, so here this is forked and it has a new research object identifier. So now let's create a new, add a new resource in the forked research object. So I go down here and I will remove this part because now I want to add a new resource to this research object. And what I will do is to create, to load this resource. And I will add the new Jupyter notebook. So for this, I will first rename it to a more meaningful name. So for instance, it's derivative work. And I will add this internal resource. So I'm copy paste because it's faster. And I need to make sure the name is the name. So I'm mostly adding an internal resource, so this Jupyter notebook, to the existing forked research object. And I'm adding it in the folder tools. Yes, so let's now check in the portal. And here we can see this new research object with the same resources as earlier, but now again with a new Jupyter notebook. And if I click on it, I should be able to do exactly what I have done. So open it in the EGI notebook. And this new research object will also be findable in the EOS Explorer. Still not published, so it's still ongoing work. So this is really what we call open science.